So you have the basics of your footwork down, the basics of your punching in that down. Okay. And if you're not sure about that, make sure you look at the videos that are here, your fundamentals of boxing, super important before you move on to all the fancy stuff. Mind you, if you're just doing it completely recreation, you never want to spar or anything like that, kudos to you, that's awesome, but I'm not that kind of coach. I'm the kind of coach that looks at the fundamentals and looks at you as a fighter, whether you're fighting in life, fighting back against Parkinson's, or you are a woman working through your perceived limitations that you've got going on in your life. What I'm going to teach you today is a ducking and technique, a duck and weave technique. I'm going to teach you today is a duck and weave technique. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate without anything in front and explain it and break it down here. Okay, and then I'll demonstrate with something a tool that you can easily use in your gym. If you have space in your home, you don't need too much space because I've actually done it in regular weightlifting gyms. It's just understanding your footwork and your body in time and space. Okay, so let's get into duck and weave. So we've got our guard up, our elbows are tucked right in, tight fist. Right, so there's a couple different ways to do this. So I'm going to do this where we're moving our feet first, because in boxing and in most sports, you should always move your feet first. So you have your balance and grounding underneath you. And then I'll show you where you're inside the pocket. Okay, so first, ducking and weaving with your feet first. So when you duck, you always want to make sure you're sitting into something. Okay, sitting. So like you're ducking, just imagine something that's coming, well, it's punched, that would be coming at your face. You're ducking, okay, moving out of the way of it. And then you want to weave completely through your foot out of the way. So I'm going to show you to the right, and then I'm going to show you to the left. On the screen, it may look opposite, but I'm going to verbally explain it that way. Okay, so you're going to duck and weave, which is to my right, but I'm going to step with my foot first, right? And I'm going to come back up. Okay, that's ducking and weaving to my right. I'm going to duck, making sure your elbows are tucked in, hands are right up. Duck and weave to the left, coming back up. Okay, let me demonstrate that one more time. So when you duck, okay, using the legs, sitting into it, not leaning, okay, always sitting, using your core, that's very, very important. Duck, okay, gonna weave to the right with my footwork first, I'm gonna step, weave, come back up. Duck, weave, step to the left, come back up. So that's a duck and weave to the right, duck and weave to the left. So that's defense, one of many defensive techniques, okay? So duck and weave to the right, duck and weave to the left. Now, say you're in the pocket, meaning you've got the person backed up against the ropes. And that's one of the easiest way to explain it, in the pocket. You have the person backed up against the ropes and you don't really want to step too much out of the way because you're pressuring them in the ropes. So what you want to do is you want to duck and weave in the pocket. You don't want to move your feet too much. So you're going to duck, weave, just rotating, lean your body a little to the right, coming back up. Duck, weave, rotating a little bit to the left and coming back up. Okay, see how that works? Duck and weave, duck and weave, duck and weave, duck and weave. So you can duck, weave to the right, put the weight on the right side, coming back up. Duck, weave to the left, and the weight on the left side, coming back up. So it's a duck and weave to the right, duck and weave to the left in the pocket. Okay, and then in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can do it where you're actually using something you can see. You're not just visualizing in your brain or thinking about it. You can actually use something that will help you perform the duck and weave without getting damage performing the technique.